So, I am going just to do, I guess, a video. This. I'm so tired, really honestly. It's kind of like the mood where it's been a long time I've been on here, but I just feel really, really, really out of it. I kind of feel like, is there even anything to really, I don't know, it's like, you open up to something you never really thought of before in life. You kind of just get to that point where, oh my god, I don't know, it's just different from, I've said before, I'm a tomboy. I'm not just a tomboy, but I have, my whole innate desire more to be male than female. But there's that part of it that's kind of like, you know, uncomfortable to me, pregnancy. And I kind of just feel like it's way more than that. Like, I always thought, oh, it's just something you could ignore, the differences in women and men. But more than that, it's just like, I gotta feel so well exhausted, honestly, personally, but that's kind of obvious. I guess I should feel exhausted right now, but I mean, like, a part of me when I was pregnant, I felt like I so badly didn't want to be pregnant, but at the same time wanted to be. Like, I mean, like, you want your kid, but everything in pregnancy is just like so bad for me. And I think it's actually genetic because of my mother's family and father's family. They have a lot of complications and things like that, of that nature. But it's like, honestly, I feel like kind of like now I feel more down than I did then. And I felt really bad then because I was just dealing with all these health problems. Honestly, it was like I was kind of like dealing with like I had such weird blood flow problems, and then like heart problems, and so many just different issues. Really, honestly. So you would think I'd be so happy right now, but honestly, I'm just very, very, very down. Just really empty, very down, just completely like out of it, kind of. I don't know. Kind of depressed. And of course sad. I mean, I should be sad. Honestly, because I was gonna continue the pregnancy if I had the chance to, but it didn't seem like you know. Apparently, I guess my body's viable through pregnancy, or whatever. I don't know, but it was like really, really bad. But I don't know. I just really, really feel just like flat, really. Like life feels flat, really honestly. Like I feel like I'm just like totally, totally not really seeing my future. Really, I mean, like I have a bright future. Honestly, I don't really have anything depressing in my life right now besides this whole situation. A bit of it though makes me so scared. Like, I started this channel when I was a virgin, and I guess that's actually odd to some people that I'm talking about being pregnant because I mean, like, back then I was actually, like, I hadn't been with anyone at that time, but it's been a couple years now. And it's like, I don't know, like, I kind of feel like, one, the dynamic of pregnancy is just like really scary to me because of everything I went through, and then the heartache of losing my pregnancy, which honestly, it didn't last long, but it still lasted long enough for me to know I was pregnant, deal with the symptoms, and then basically, yeah, it wasn't good. I guess it's just not a really good entrance or like good a good beginning to knowing about being pregnant. I mean, like I knew about pregnancy, of course, but I mean, like I didn't really think of it in that sense. I never really thought of myself as pregnant, really. Um, I mean, like being with other guys and things of that nature. It's kind of like I guess since I started being sexually active later in my life rather than earlier, like a lot of other people, it's kind of like I feel like I guess it wasn't really a reality for me much of my life. Like, when I was in my teens, I never saw that as a reality, obviously. And, like, in my early 20s, I really didn't see it as a reality. Like, I thought of dating, but I don't know. I kind of like, this is kind of like for me, like, I've always tried to make the right choices in my life, make sure that I didn't do anything wrong or anything of that nature. And it's like now I'm kind of like at this point where I kind of am like, I am sometimes sexually active, but I mean, it's still not like guys aren't the main thing in my life, you know. And just because I dated one guy and had a relationship with him and things of that nature, um, it's just generally not something I mainly pay attention to or care about that much. I don't really have that much commitment desires right now. I figure when I'm like in my 30s, maybe I will. You know, I'm not 30 or even close to it. I'm not like 29 or 28 or anything like that. I think I was 25 when I first made this channel, I think. But yeah, it's been like a couple years now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's like this whole situation kind of like makes me feel really, 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 really flat. Like, just like simple. Like, just like, what now? Like, I don't know. I just feel like bad. And I don't even want to tell anybody. Well, pregnancy. I haven't told anyone that. Like, I just told people I was pregnant. So why would I just say like that I I lost it just now when I could just not say anything, you know what I mean? But then again, like they're gonna wonder at some point. But I don't want to talk about it. Like I just came to the point where I was just trying to accept the idea of being pregnant and trying to cope with the symptoms and all the problems that I was dealing with, all to just basically leave my pregnancy, all to just come out and tell everyone that I was pregnant. Like, it's just too much at this point, honestly. It really is. And I don't really know what else to really say about it, but I just felt like it was something I really needed to let out because it's like all this week I've really, 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 really been put through the ring. like really been put through the ringer. And I don't know, it's just like really, really rough for me right now. And a part of me always wanted children, honestly. I always wanted to be, I guess, mother. 'Cause what else can I be at this point? But I don't know anymore. This is another part of it, kind of like losing my pregnancy. It makes me think that I don't think I'll ever be pregnant again. Not because I can't get pregnant. I mean, to be quite honest, I always stay protected when I have sex. This was like a freak accident situation, so I mean, like the first time I could have possibly gotten pregnant, I did. So I'm pretty sure I can get pregnant pretty easily. But that's not my point. My point is, I think because of everything that I've gone through, I kind of don't want to become pregnant again because I'm scared for my life, kind of. Like, I'm kind of like concerned health wise. I can actually even handle pregnancy at this point. But I mean, I don't know. I'll probably talk to a doctor about all that stuff. But I mean, I don't know. That is another part of it. It's just like, well, what if I can't ever? What if I'm not able to have children ever? And like, I don't know. It's just like I kind of feel like it's a revelation that I never even really knew about. Like it was like some things you just take for granted, honestly. You don't really like think, what if something happens where you have like a condition where you can't carry a pregnancy, or you can't have children, or you're infertile, or things of that nature. You know, you don't really think of those things, especially at my age. It's not really a thing that I would really think about. But I don't know. It's just some things I think of that I really never put into thought before. It was just kind of like a thing that, like, when the time comes, it'll happen probably. And, I'll have a husband and a white picket fence, dog, two kids, normal things. But I don't know. It's just kind of like, I kind of feel like maybe that's not at all my future now. And so it makes my loss feel even worse, honestly. It feels more strong. It hurts more. It's more damaging to me because it feels like, well, I had my shot and I didn't. So it's all over now. And now I just feel like, oh shit, I don't really know what to do, really. It's just like I feel like down about it and just sad about it and just completely depressed about it. Like, just, I don't know, really, what else to think, really. So, that's basically all I have to say. Thanks for listening. I know this is random, I'm here, but figured I would come on here and talk. So, thanks for listening. Bye.